Greetings, AG Film Club. It's Casey Turbin here, joining you from beautiful Winchester, Virginia. Excited to talk about our next movie that we are going to discuss on November 26th. We bumped this one back a little bit. The Apple TV original Manhunt, based on a book by the same name by James Swanson. Now, with the Manhunt series, there is a little bit of an Addressing Winchester crossover, a character that I would like to talk about, and that's John Frederick Parker. In the beginning of the pilot episode, you see this conversation that goes down between John Wilkes Booth and this bodyguard of Lincoln's who's hanging in a next door saloon, and that individual is John Frederick Parker. Now, John Frederick Parker was born in Winchester in 1830. He's the son of a butcher. He populates for the last time on the 1850 census in Winchester, but by 1855 he is married, he moves to Washington, D.C., and has 3 children. In 1861, Parker applies and is hired to be one of the first 150 officers on the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. Now, Parker's time on the D.C. Metro Police Force is filled with demerits and issues, everything from falling asleep while he was on duty, drunkenness on the job, and even checking into a house of prostitution while he was supposed to be walking his beat. Now, regardless of these issues, he's actually selected as one of the 4 officers in 1864 that are going to be Lincoln's personal bodyguards. Now, on the night of Lincoln's assassination, Parker shows up to work. He's 3 hours late, but he's actually there in time to help usher Lincoln to the box. And once he gets Lincoln settled in, Lincoln dismisses Parker and tells him that he can go watch the show. Now, what happens at this point is a complete mystery. We do not know where Parker actually goes. Does he watch the show? Does he go to the next door saloon? Does he do some combination of the two? But this dramatized scene shows up in the Manhunt pilot episode where Parker and Booth have a conversation that foreshadows what was soon going to happen to our 16th president. Now, in this Manhunt series, there is an encounter between Mary Todd Lincoln and the character of John Frederick Parker where she blames him and yells at him for the assassination of her husband, and that particular encounter does have some historical basis. Now, in 1868, Parker would be fired from the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department for another incident of sleeping on the job. He would go live the rest of his life until in 1890 he passes from pneumonia, where he is buried today in Washington, D.C. in an unmarked grave with his wife and children, living a sort of shameful and questioned existence for the rest of his life about what would have happened, what could he have done if he was there by the door when John Wilkes Booth came to assassinate Abraham Lincoln. So what do you think? I hope you enjoyed watching this Manhunt series. Once again, we are going to meet at 8 o'clock on Tuesday, November 26th to talk about this show. If you'd like to join, AGFilmClub1863 at gmail.com. Send me an email. I'll get you on the list. We'll see you then.